time. All right. Grace of Space. Welcome to Grace of Space.
Numero cinco.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
We got one for every day of the week.
It's getting good. It's getting good. So we're about 5 episodes in, you know, and we took a little break from the last one. So if y'all been waiting, or if y'all watching, it is what it,
I don't know about break.
but you know what? A lot is happening with people. You know, there's a lot of transitioning on the lifestyles.
Yeah.
On the weather's changing.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna get better. More people are busy.
It's a season of transition.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Big season of transition.
Yes.
I mean, we even got the elections coming up.
Oof.
We got new football seasons coming up.
Basketball is coming down to the end.
We got the
to the
end of
nitty-gritty.
school season coming. And the summer coming.
And you know that they canceled those summer vacation. No, Miami, they canceled that, what is it, spring break, is it called?
Yeah. Or what did they do exactly?
They canceled in Florida, you know, when they go out there.
Yeah. Oh, they made curfews and other things.
I don't blame it, man. It gets crazy.
Wow.
It gets crazy.
That's going to be good, man. That's going to be good.
But they'll find other places to wild out.
Ain't nothing good outside after 10 o'clock.
Yo, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? You heard of that before?
That's old school, man.
Yeah, but I know. But
my kid has never, ever been outside without me.
Knowing where he was at.
And he's 15.
And you know where he's at.
I don't know. I was at 15 years old, bro.
I was
on the streets.
No, I was a recluse, but I was also out there.
No, what I'm saying is, like, I had complete freedom.
Oh, so you were out and about.
I could come home maybe 8, 9. I can be out all day. And I just, my kid's 15. I can't see that right now.
Different, bro. It's just different, bro.
It is a different world.
It's a little different upbringing, and also the circumstances you were in, and the circumstances we were in. It's just like, I don't know, like you're more.
He goes out, like he'll go to chill with his cousin, like 4, 5 blocks away, go play basketball.
Right.
I'm like, all right, come home 6. Right. Or he'll go to McDonald's after school, chill with his buddy, get that free fries.
So you kind of.
Yeah, you come home at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right, boom. I'm giving him. I'm like letting him a little bit longer, a little bit farther, a little bit.
It makes sense because he's getting older. He's getting more responsibility.
Man, it's just crazy how things. We got more technology. We're getting touch more, and it's still.
So there you go. So yeah, it's 10 o'clock. You know where your kids are, bro.
What a way to start the
pod.
What
a way to start. You know, watch your kids, and it's crazy.
How'd your kids? How'd your wife?
How'd your kids? How'd your wife? What advice do you give to somebody that's about to have a kid or just had a kid?
That's about to have a kid.
I don't have a kid yet. So what advice would you give to me if I had a baby? Like what would be a good way to kind of know what to do?
I didn't have a really good example growing up. I didn't know my father, and I grew up with a stepfather that was not the best, to say the least. But I can give you good examples of my mistakes,
right? And
how and to give you something that it took me a little while longer than I should have to realize is that when you don't have a kid, all you think about is yourself.
Yeah.
But when you have a kid, it's like you literally are sacrificing your life for their life, and you have to guide their life. It's almost kind of like it's almost like God giving us a view of how He is with us, how we can mold.
That's perfect.
And
that's perfect.
So just realize that
that's perfect.
Everything you do, it counts. And in the early years, you think it's harder.
Right.
You're like, I gotta carry this baby around and Pampers and that. Right. That's the easy part, bro.
Yeah, it is.
When they start getting a personality, start getting wants, start having opinions,
and
start seeing you and seeing the world, it really hits you then, and only then really, that your actions are really crucial.
So it's harder when they're a little older. That's when it becomes more difficult.
Because your actions are more impactful.
So is it wiser,
ingrained in them?
As you get older, it's smarter to get wiser in your steps in the Word of God, and like the way you walk, the walking wiser.
And I think what's good with Nate, my son, is if he might have a chance to see me and walking in the flesh, and then see the difference of walking in the Spirit, and he'll have those two things to contrast.
Right.
And it'll push him to do the right thing because he saw the difference firsthand.
That's true. That's good.
So, you know, that's what I'm working towards. Just trying to literally this is what I'm thinking about. How do I need to become a better father, a better husband, a better friend, a better cousin, a better brother. Yeah. And that's something I didn't think about before. That goes back to that whole conversation of studying Christianity, right, or practicing Christianity. And that really hit me hard, bro. And I think that was the key to unlock me really growing up, so to speak, in the faith. Wow. So that was a lot.
Nah, you know what? That's a good advice. That's good advice. And it's good to know that it's harder when they're older, not younger. When they're younger, you know.
Dude, you got it easy.
You can control.
They're adorable. You just feed them. You just watch them. Make sure they don't fall. It's like, it's simple. Later on, now you got to worry about them getting into fights at school. Yeah, it's tough. Somebody pulling a gun out.
Yeah, that's crazy. The world's getting worse.
Getting somebody pregnant.
Oh my goodness,
bro! These are things that I'm scared of now.
I respect that because you know if they're out in the world without the mindset, especially when you don't got the mindset.
My mindset is I'm so glad. I don't think my son had my mindset when I was 15.
No,
thank the Lord.
It's only. That would be worse, probably. Yeah. Especially because of the times.
He knows way more than I knew at 15 now. 100%.
I mean, wisdom-wise. Like,
he knows God. He knows Jesus. He knows the
But that's
scriptures.
What I'm saying, Jay. I'm saying, like, let's say if your father was you, if you could put yourself as a son, and your father was you, and you're learning, you would kind of learn early. So you would be able to kind of, like, know enough to avoid or, like, to kind of, like, deal with a situation in kind of like a wiser way. Yeah. So think about that. Well, I don't even know because I think that I would do that to my, like, if I was living and if I'm the father of me and I'm thinking like, okay, this before things occur, and kind of it's a big advantage.
Yeah, it is.
And you keep yourself a little bit better. Your mindset is more pure.
Yeah, and I remind him that all the time. I said, Probably you don't understand. Like, I didn't have a father to really teach me stuff. Like, so you got an advantage. You got a partner in crime. Like, not crime, but
somebody that's
talk to me, man.
Kind of like for real, like actually like lived. Yeah. You know.
And you got to remind them that all the time because they forget just like we forget. You know.
Now that you're older, do they find that's corny?
Oh yeah, bro.
What,
I'm corny.
No way.
I'm the corniest.
To you, no way.
Bro, I'm laugh. Sometimes I really get them. But when I try to say like the I'm really the old man. Like when I try to say like the hip words and stuff, they're like,
no way,
stop.
No way, bro.
I'm old, man. That's it.
But the slang though.
I can't even use the slang. I'm like, did you just say that?
Now you know
that's it.
It don't matter what generation you're in. You're always your slang words are gonna get outdated. You're gonna look.
Dude,
like
I can't believe we're in the old rapper camp, bro. Do you know this? Do you realize that, bro? That we're old rappers.
Yeah, because everybody that's rapping is a young, like,
I saw a little video where they were making fun of old school rap, and this is how old school rap sounded. It was hilarious.
No, but it
was a beat I would have picked.
But the funny thing is that the way that sound, like, to me, I do consider that type of old school. Even when I was kind of like...
No, but like we really are old.
But now we're in that camp where it's like, okay,
we're like the dinosaurs now, almost, bro.
Like, because I'm thinking like, okay, 2001, 2002, like the Nas, the Jay-Z's, they're kind of like the old school. But our old school is, and that sounds old right now saying that, our old school has better rap.
That's what I'm saying. We're those guys, bro.
No. Let me not say that.
When we were kids, bro.
It has
everything
better.
Our parents were
but
saying,
it's funny because, I look at the 80s or like early 90s. I'm like, that was cool, but like
they weren't like
not
90s.
not to the way 2000, like late mid, 2000, like.
And just like they were stuck, we're stuck on that too.
I don't doubt. I'm objective. I know what I'm saying, dog. I know who's the better rapper. Lil Uzi Vert is Nas. No, play. But I feel what you say, because even if you tell them like, oh, yo, look, the better rapper instead of Nas X is Nas, right? They'll be like, sometimes they can't process that.
Sometimes they be like, Nas is trash. His old flow, like,
no, I haven't.
They really think Ice Spice flow. It's better than Nas's flow.
Echo,
I'm not lying with you.
That's when I turn off the TikTokers out my feed.
I'm happy to be old. If that's what Young is, you doing the Ice Spice flow? Dude, this dude is doing Ice Spice flow.
Crazy.
If that's what's in, I'll be old. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's almost like, if you're saying that, then I don't listen to their opinions on rap.
I'm good.
It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? And don't get me started. Don't get me started about how Cardi B had a freestyle and there was like 9 writers credited for a freestyle.
That's terrible.
9 writers, bro.
That's 2024, man. But
those are your rappers today, all right? So like, I'm not. But again, I'm not gonna get crazy. It's gonna sound like old hate, you know. But they're levels.
Yeah.
There's levels. Well, you can say there's levels.
And since we in this music.
Now we all going.
Topic,
yeah, now we're in the.
We might as well give you a little taste of our style. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes,
we got something lined up. We mentioned Bizzle before.
Yes, sir.
Bizzle was used by God to save me for sure, 100%. Yes, and I know he's been used many times because this man is
Talk
on
about
point.
Bizzle. Talk about Bizzle.
And at first he was dissing Jay-Z. He had some songs dissing Jay-Z, and it's really dissing the enemy, right?
Right.
But Jay-Z is repping the enemy and dissing Jesus. So
right.
So he has a few songs. One's called No Church in the Wild remix. I forgot the other ones.
Then he did the one that we're gonna talk about today is the one that he's responding to Jordan Lucas. Another rapper. He made a song called The Devil's Work, right?
Yeah.
So Bizzle responded to that song called The Devil's Work.
So this is what Bizzle's really good at. He pays attention to the world, and whenever there's a big statement made against God by a rapper or anything, he'll respond. And he'll use the same beat. He
responded to Mac Lamar too.
Same Love. I think it's called Same Love Response. He did it one that. Check that one out.
Yeah.
But this one's Devil's Work, and if you know that song by Jordan Lucas, he was mad at evil in the world. Basically, it's the problem of sin. And he was questioning God on multiple things.
Right.
And Bizzle went down the list and just, as if he was God himself from his knowledge of Scripture, hopefully with the Spirit's help, I think it was.
I think he did. He answered pretty well.
He answered as if he was God to Joyner, and it's amazing.
So we're gonna get into this song.
How much time? How long?
This is a 3-minute song. 3-minute song. So hopefully y'all like it, and if not,
Joyner, I hear you going through some things and it's getting tough, but I see you got my word with you. It's a shame how the pain only thing make you pick it up. And you complain when it rains just once, but I never hear thanks for that 100 days with the sun. Could've ran to me first, ran to the drink first, and now I gotta have this conversation with you when you drunk. See, before I even start addressing it, I don't know you any answer.
Hold on. You going in? Yo, he went too quick.
Yeah,
he went too crazy
already.
So he was responding to Jordan Lucas because I guess when
in
Jordan
the video
was rapping, he's drinking, he's drunk.
Yeah.
So he's talking as if he's God, but he's talking to him like, yo, you're drunk.
You're still gonna be drunk already. Okay. Could've ran to me first, ran to the drink first. Now I gotta have this conversation with you when you're drunk. Yeah, play that thing, man.
So now we know that he's talking to him when he's drunk.
Yep.
He's a drunkard.
Okay.
It's a sin, brother.
Okay.
No, where's my fork? Where's my fork?
You about to get the sword out, boy.
Hold on, bro. I gotta drink some iced coffee, man.
Let's play that thing.
Let's get it. That was pretty good.
So don't get used to it. But I feel like you being genuine. But the truth is you can't handle the truth, Lucas. But you kept it a buck and I love that. If I kept it a buck back, could you take what you stepping in? I know it's other folk that feel like you. So first thing I'ma do is let you know who you questioning. I am the God who created the earth. I knew you start feeling yourself, so I made you from dirt. Ain't no battery in your body, so who making it work? I made the earth perfect, it's y'all making it work. Who put the seed in the fruit, put the fruit in the tree, and that tree in another little seed but me. Then turn around and made you the same way.
That's the same way.
You was in your daddy's sack and his daddy's sack. I am the one that put breath in your lungs and created the same mind that you question me from. You were lost.
Come on, dog.
Hold on. He questioned. Yo, he put the same. He put that mind. He questioning. Yo, sometimes the people that are questioning God, they don't realize who they're talking to.
It sounds silly when you really
It sounds
think about
silly,
it. When you really think
but they
about
don't.
it,
They don't
silly.
know who they're talking to. They don't know, so they're just saying a bunch of things that, if they really knew.
It's like an infant. Just going back to what we were talking about. Imagine an infant asking you, like, in the winter, why do I gotta put these clothes on?
Yeah.
Like, who you think you are?
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
Why do I have to eat? Why can't I eat this food that fell on the ground as a baby? Why can't I just eat it on the ground?
Why can't I touch the stove? It's just a stove.
Yeah, like why can't I pick up this fry that fell on the Manhattan street corner?
Yeah, why I can't eat
Bro,
this?
you don't want to pick up
Why
that
I
fry.
can't eat this gum?
You know why I said that? Because I saw a little kid, like his fries, it fell by they were going down the subway, and it fell down, and he wanted to pick it up and eat it, but the father was like, no.
No.
Bro, you don't want to
Yeah,
eat that.
no.
You don't want to eat that. So
You got
the
all
kid didn't
types of-
understand. They didn't know that there's bacteria.
That's
that can get him
literally
sick.
how silly it is.
They didn't know.
Us questioning God, and we're sinners on top of that.
Yeah, so that's why that's a good example.
Let's
pretty
go.
good.
Let's go.
Let's keep it going.
Out of you the clay, and now the clay got something to say. Okay, you can never check me, so check this. Your standard for right and wrong is me. I am the checklist, I am right. Wrong is whatever you're left with. I am life, you without me is what death is. I am the judge, you answer me. If I throw lightning, who throws it back at me? Nobody. And if all this falls, who can stand but me? You go to the cross, for you cross-examine me. You say I made mistakes, you mistaken me. You made gods out of men who were clay to me. You put lives over lives that you ain't create, then feel away, cause all flesh the same to me.
Hold out. All flesh the
He's
same
spitting.
to me.
That boy's spitting.
What do you mean?
Yo, what's up? There's a bunch of gangsters going on. It's like 50 dudes over there.
Yo.
About initiation, bro.
Yo, it's crazy. We in the streets.
Lord, hopefully nobody get hurt. Come on.
Word.
Let's keep rocking.
Let's keep rocking.
Keep rocking. Because we got
What the people you naming to me wasn't really everything that you made them to be.
Or worse.
What if they are
You
and I
gotta
take them with me? Are you telling me it's any better place they could be? Either way, you don't know. You just gotta push through. Cause while you over here saying what I should do, somebody lost somebody last week and came at me the same way saying I should've took you. You asked why the good die young, but the truth is none of y'all are good, not one. The only one ever been good's my son. So to answer your question, the good died once. What if I told you to choose when your mom died? You think you could choose when your mom died? If you put it off 20 years away, 20 years later when that day came, would you not cry? You couldn't be God, you are not I. My ways are not yours, your thoughts are not mine. You can't even deal with the pressure of your own life when you're not high. Try looking in the God mind. See, I love them more.
Come on, bro.
You gotta pause it because
You can't even deal with the pressure in your own life when you're not.
try looking into God's mind. You know why, bro? Because
Look what you gotta deal with, bro.
God's not just listening to your problem. He got the whole world
7-8 billion
problems in the
problems, and that's just humans.
and what is fair and what is like.
Homie
there's
got
so many
angels, fallen angels.
Fallen angels. Oh, there's fallen angels. There's
The
angels.
dimensions of the universe holding it together.
Yeah,
All the
still
wisdom, still creating, recreating.
holding laws in place, laws of gravity, keeping you alive, letting you breathe,
And
air,
loving us
and showing and giving-
personally.
bro.
Like
and
what?
The spirit is active, bringing people. So it's like you're thinking about your life, you got problems, but imagine carrying everybody's problem. Not even that, everybody's sin.
With the most righteous heart and loving heart, feeling all that pain.
That's what Christ did. He carried everybody's sorrow and sin. That's hard.
Not only does the Father carry it, he did it in the Son physically by taking that pain. He cried, he felt hunger, he felt tired.
for your past, present, and future sins.
And bro, God literally stepped into the earth and suffered with us.
That's why I keep to this day. We would not fully comprehend the pain, the suffering of the cross. Like we know what happened.
Because he did not.
But when you
deserve
put yourself, your sins on him, just take all your sins, just place it on that, right? Just yours. Forget about everybody else. Just put yours on there, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot of like heaviness to carry. That's a lot of heaviness to carry, bro.
In the spiritual realm,
Oh, imagine a holy person carrying
the heaviness
that never
and
did
God,
anything, innocent. That's heavy, bro.
And the father like removed.
And now that's just you. Now you bring in another person and then another life and lives from years from beginning to now, like in the future, like that's why we'll never fully comprehend it. So that's why that's amazing.
I don't think we'll ever fully comprehend.
Never.
Maybe he'll teach us this in the afterlife, but
Right.
like what it actually meant for the father to separate from the son at that like they never been separate.
Right.
And he had to forsake him. And he said, Father, why have you forsaken me? Because that is a part of the punishment.
Yo, that's, now that I'm thinking about why have you forsaken me?
That's the part of our punishment.
That's more hard to that's harder. Because, people break up. They're like, oh, why you leave me?
That's worse than the physical pain.
That's bro, that's the worst breakup that could occur in life. That's the worst pain that could happen.
Wow. Being in an eternal
relationship and like, oof. We know about people like, man,
but the amazing thing about it is he agreed to do it.
He knew that was gonna happen,
and he was scared before it happened.
Just because
can you take this cup? Like, is it possible? There's another way?
Yeah, because just knowing the amount.
Because he's realizing he's about to be separated from the father for a brief amount of time.
Yeah, and knowing the sins, all that, like that he had to carry and endure, and the wrath. So, we never talk about, the sacrifice. That sacrifice is people talk about it and they talk about it lightly and off, but when you really, like I said, you could study things on the surface level, but when you get into the deeper,
the milk and the meat,
bro, it starts getting deeper.
Like when I was in little Sunday school, they were saying Jesus died for you. Do you know that? I was like, somebody died for me? I don't know this person.
I don't know.
I didn't get it. Like, but it's that's the God's wisdom. You could just give it to an infant, bro.
From a young kid, and you could get like the basic idea.
Yeah.
But not when you get older, you could be more like in depth and study how deep that gets. And
let's finish, bro. The song.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what the cross does. Yep. Before you come to me, go to the cross.
That's what good art does.
Let's get it, bro.
Let's go.
But did more than you ever could. Death doesn't lessen it. Let my own son meet death as the evidence. And I love them all, rap star to the president. The real question is, what you living like? If I punish every sin, would you live tonight? So how you get mad when I get him other folks same chances I give you to get it right? You got a son that one day will be a man. You expect him to trust you and he don't understand or even know what you up to. Cause he knows that you love him, right? So trust that I love you.
Bro, that's crazy. That's literally what we talked about too.
We talked about that.
And I did not plan that. I didn't
think about it.
Yeah.
What is life?
I forgot that was
What
in
is
here,
life?
Bro. That's the Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Put a verse on that damn, boy.
Bro, that was ill.
Yeah, that was good.
That's Bizzle.
That's Bizzle, man. That's Bizzle. So check him out. He deserves a lot of love, support if you could.
Respect to Bizzle, because out of all the rappers in the Christian world, this man is keeping it. It's honest. Yeah. He's keeping it honest, and he was just in an interview with Tyrese and Ruslan, and Tyrese was giving him props because he's like, "Yo,
Bizzle?
Yeah,
Tyrese, you lying?
Tyrese is giving him props because he's like. Separate the faith. Hold on. Yeah, he was giving him props.
Ruslan?
Yeah,
Tyrese, like the actor?
Uh-huh.
And Bizzle?
Yeah.
In the same video?
They had a whole interview there.
Oh, wow.
And then Tyrese was giving him props. And he's like, yo, we gotta do a song. Yeah, we gotta do a song. Because he's like, if we separate everything, your bars, you're still spitting bars. They can't deny it.
Knows Bizzle is fire.
But that's the thing, brother, man. And the way Bizzle is, you gotta respect it because he's not gas.
Tyrese is a Christian. I think Tyrese is really.
I think so.
I think he's a.
Tyrese is funny though.
He's hilarious.
Tyrese is a funny guy.
No, he's crazy.
Actually, it would be hilarious to have an interview with that guy, with Tyrese.
Yeah.
Because I'll be cracking.
I think he's
a funny dude.
That might be a guest appearance.
But we gotta. But I feel like with Tyrese is always good to keep talking.
You gotta also remember he's like in the entertainment business. He's in the film industry.
That's a crazy life.
That literally has the chance to turn you crazy.
Yeah, it does. He talked about a time when he actually got into some type of drug, just because he was dealing with not just the fame and stuff like that, but what he was going on with his baby mama drama. That's a lot to deal with in your life. So you're suffering and you're thinking this could help you.
Fame really has to destroy the relationships in your life. Not only the old relationships, but
And your kids.
Any new ones you can't
and
trust.
with your kids, the time that you have with your kids, like that's why it's
Not only
sad.
that, it's just psychological. Like he's on TV.
And you gotta have that appearance. And you can't go.
And the public persona and people like trying to blackmail.
I'm gonna have a lot of grace and space for Tyrese, because it's a tough life. I mean, some people were saying like, yo, he not too long he had like a red, like, they want to say dress. He was in a different country. Maybe that's what they wear over there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if we interview him, we'll ask him about that because we got to talk about.
Yeah, man. Speaking of guests. We actually...
Good segue. Segue kings right now.
Stop it, bro. You gotta do it smooth. You can't say it. But anyway, we've been thinking about who our first guest should be. Whether we thought about if we should have guests, period.
Right.
And we thought we should, but we wanted to be real smart with it. I don't know if we talked about this before.
Not on the episode.
So yeah, after much discussion, prayer, I think getting people that are wiser than us in the faith would be the best. So we can learn, y'all can learn, and we're thinking of starting off. Obviously, you can't get no big names,
and we don't. I don't know if I want.
I don't know if that's fine. But we were thinking to get the elders of the churches that we frequent.
The elders that we trust. These men have wisdom. These men have taught us. These men are a good example.
What's an elder?
An elder of the church. These are like overseers almost in the church. Like they are not necessarily pastors.
Not necessarily elder.
Not necessarily older guy, but just like overseers in the church. They're just you want to say leaders of the church.
It's men that by the power of the Spirit and consensus of the Spirit in the church, these people kind of organically rise because of their faithfulness, because of their wisdom, because of their helping and their gifts. If the whole body, the local body notices a gift in someone, that's usually how these titles should in a church be held. Yeah, and we have experience with some elders that really taught us and showed us,
and no pride. Like they felt like if you had a gift of speaking, or if you had a gift to do something, they allow it. Yeah, because that's what an elder does. The elders have shown wisdom to me, whereas like they're trusting, even to allow the younger generation. Because there's a lot of churches where the elders, they think they're the ones that run it, so they're gonna be like, no, forever we're gonna be holding this position. So like these elders are really like, they're really graceful too. They have a lot of grace.
Yeah,
and,
they really are.
They're inviting. They have grace. They have patience dealing with the people, and so that's why we decided that the first guests that we have should be men that we learn from, wisdom
we look up to, that we try to.
We learn a lot, and these guys, they're just.
And they're gonna have some wisdom, some things that we can never hit you with.
Man. Yeah, they're also gonna have the experience that we don't have too, of dealing with. For so many years, different things. So that's why we decided. So look out for the next episode.
Maybe the next one after that. We got some people lined up that we're talking to.
Yes, we're in agreement.
So we'll keep y'all updated with that.
Yeah, so that's gonna be for the guests type of special appearances. It's gonna be that. Yeah. So look for that.
And it won't take on the entirety of the episode. No. I think the first half will just be me, Echo. And then maybe the second half will be with our guest. And I, Mr. Space here, will give the space to our guest, and I will sit in the back. Yeah. So, y'all can get a little break from my ugly mug.
Ugly mug! Yeah. Shout out to everybody coming through, man. The elders, we're looking forward to it, all right? Great space, man.
Yeah. If you're watching, thank you so much. We can't wait for you to come.
Yes, sir.
Back at it again.
Yes, sir.
After our quick little halftime break.
Halftime. Bro.
I'm not supposed to say that, am I?
Nah, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Now y'all know. We got halftime.
We got halftimes. We had to take a halftime.
Little coffees. Little fresh airs.
Yeah, get a breather, man.
Yeah, man.
So, the part of the show? There should be like a thing now.
We should have like a whole graphic, a little sound effect.
Bro, we gonna get there.
Man, I gotta hit him in the comments and make him do it.
So this is the part of the show where we shout out preachers, teachers, or anybody that is in the faith that's a gift from God, like that is able to, like, you know, teach or help you with
Guys
your
we
faith.
learn from and think that, you know.
Yeah. And men are people that we recommend. Grace and Space approves of.
Yes, Grace
You
and
know.
Space approved. I like
We
that.
approve, yeah. Grace and Space. Oh,
We should call it that.
Grace and
Grace-
Space approved. Grace and Space
We
approved.
put a stamp
Doom.
when we put their face and their
Grace and
name.
Space approved. Doom,
Stamp
yeah.
approved.
Stamp. You get some
When you get that
stamp.
GSP stamp,
Ooh,
man,
that
you
means
good.
you've been doing right.
yes.
You've been doing right.
Yes.
You know, but let's get to it.
Numero uno.
Shout out.
We got 3, like always.
We got three. So what we're gonna do? What we're gonna shout out to the first one?
Okay, so we got one that is a
Preacher,
pastor, speaker,
Writer,
author,
yes.
really good author,
Really good author.
really smart man, evangelist.
Yes.
He's a mixed bag, right?
He was great. He was great.
And we got one that is an
I want to say teacher. A teacher.
I think he's a pastor too, no?
He might do preaching here and there, but he's more like a teacher of sorts.
Okay.
And then the last one is more like a host.
The last one is a media guy.
Media host, media guy.
He does evangelism. He does news now. He has a podcast. He does.
He might have been the originator.
He's an OG. But we're not gonna jump the gun. Let's start with number one. First one, Timothy Keller.
Timothy Keller.
Lecrae has said a lot about Timothy Keller and put him on the radar for me. He's known for his book on marriage. What is it called?
Yeah, Purpose of Marriage. He wrote
Purposeful,
a book.
right?
I think it's Purpose of Marriage or Purpose
Okay.
of. We'll put it on the screen.
Okay.
So you'll know.
Yep.
Really great book. I read a few of the pages, maybe like 4 chapters. That's a great book if you're married too, even if you're married.
Or single.
Or single, like, which
Prepare.
I'm reading, and it's been a lot of gems in there, and so I recommend that book by
Okay.
Tim Keller.
So Timothy Keller, yeah, he has a lot of sermons you could look up. He has a lot of panel discussions and interviews where his answers are really.
Was he in a panel with once with R.C. Sproul, John MacArthur? I think I've seen him in one of those panels. If I'm not mistaken,
he might have been in one.
If I find it, I might link it on the
So
screen
those
too.
are some guys we mentioned before, MacArthur. R.C.
Yeah.
Sproul.
I think I've seen him. So if I find it, I might link it on the screen. I think I've seen it in a Ligonier type of conference, but still, great teacher. Passed away. I think it was last year. So
R.I.P. Timothy Keller.
Timothy Keller, may he rest in the Lord. May he be in the power of the Lord. May he be, may he be those rewards that are coming. Blessed.
Praise God. And his work that he's done over these years are there still.
Yeah.
For all of us to benefit from. So
Yes,
thank
sir.
God for men like that.
Yeah.
Number two. I'll let
This
you
man goes by Justin Peters.
Justin
Peters. He's from the camp of the Grace to You. From that camp, the John MacArthur guys.
School.
Yeah, so his main focus is exposing false teachers.
Yep.
So he does expose false teachers, more of the prosperity gospel preachers. He exposes the word of faith that it take extreme views,
He preaches too, he does other things, but online
his main focus on YouTube.
That's something he focuses on.
He has a YouTube channel. I'm gonna it's gonna pop up on the screen, and that'll come up. And Justin Peters I recommend because he's been doing this for a while, and what he said is funny because he's mentioned some people, and then maybe 6 months later they get exposed. Something
big
crazy
scandal
occurred.
or something.
Big scandal. So that means that you're discerning pretty well, and you're able to kind of judge what they're saying.
Someone say that might be his gift.
That might be his
That's
gift.
one of the spiritual gifts we talked about earlier, and maybe that's something we could talk about one day. That could be one of the doctrines of the
spiritual
day.
Gifts, some spiritual gifts. Yes.
But we do have a different doctrine of the day. It's gonna come up soon.
Soon. So
but that's number two.
That's number 2. Justin Peters. Check it out. He's on YouTube. I'll put the link in the bio. Everything. And then the third, the media man.
Number 3, I personally love this guy.
Yeah, he's funny.
He is absolutely hilarious.
He's funny.
Doesn't even mean to be. Doesn't even
He's just a funny
I
guy.
don't think he even tries.
I think it's born that way.
It's just his personality, and it's great for media. He's a radio talk show host. He does a podcast. He does his YouTube channel, Wretched.
What's his name?
Todd Friel.
Todd Friel's the third.
Friel. This guy is amazing, man. And he actually did one of those panel discussions with Grace to You.
Yes,
where,
he did.
I think it was a Strange Fire conference.
Yes, he did. He was the guy that was like mainly hosting.
Was mediating and hosting the panel and asking them questions. And
it was funny.
He's funny, man. And sometimes he gets right to the edge of like, is he taking it too far a little bit? But I don't think it's intentional, and everybody's gracious on him, and he's just like really smart too, articulate.
He's
really
he
articulate.
did a great job and there's a video if you find on YouTube where he's evangelizing.
Oh yeah,
he's out and he's talking to people and he does a great job. I'm like, man, this guy's on it.
Very gifted evangelist.
Very gifted. I was like, wow, he should be doing that.
No, that's really his gift.
Evangelizing.
He's an evangelist, bro.
Oh.
Because he was doing that before, but even with each video and
he always did.
It's like it has an evangelistic heart.
Yeah.
Like he's not just talking to the church.
And you know and I'm calling him, I want to say the originator of the YouTube space, Christian YouTube, because he was the one before these guys.
He's an OG of Christian YouTube.
He's been doing YouTube.
Yo, why is he not interviewed more?
Yo, word.
Todd Freeman, man, if you watching this, we love you. God bless you.
Respect for all the work you did, because early YouTube, he was putting out content.
Yeah.
Like these guys are doing
a pioneer.
That. Like the main guys are doing that, but he was doing that early. Yeah. Early
like
years.
Cliff too. Cliff was too.
Like Cliff was. Him and Cliff, yo.
And Ray Comfort.
Ray Comfort's been out.
He was throwing DVDs. I remember. The 180
You know
DVDs.
what, bro? There's nothing new under the sun. But these guys have done it before. Like, you gotta put respect in the name because social media wasn't as popular, but they were still putting the videos and the YouTube when it was coming. So we gotta respect.
And I think that's a part of it's an example of like what Jesus said when he said, you know, and greater things will you do after me. Like he spoke to only those that were near him.
You're talking about the greater things. So
greater things that we will do. And sometimes as a believers, it's like, this man walked on water. He changed water to wine.
Right.
What do you mean I'm gonna do greater things? No way. But I think it's by volume.
Yeah, the quantity of things.
The level of
instead of quality, I'm thinking quantity. Right? So that is true. You have more to
greater when we think greater, we're thinking as in
better. Yeah.
But greater can mean just bigger.
Yeah, bigger number, the greater number.
Yeah.
You know, mathematically greater.
It's like for us it's like good and great. It's like a level of goodness.
Yeah, that's how we think about it.
And the Bible isn't really used like that.
Yeah. And that's true. The Bible doesn't talk about that. So those are the 3 recommended teachers, preachers, or gifts that God has given to us for our edification.
And thank you, Lord, for raising up men like that.
Yeah.
Allow us to keep teaching people and showing people of all the faithful servants you've had.
Sir.
Nobody's perfect. I'm sure none of them are perfect. No. But they're an example of what impact and what good you can do in the world for the kingdom. Yeah. For the glory of God's glory.
Yeah. They definitely did their thing. So those are the preachers and teachers. I don't know where you want to get to next. There's 2 things where you want to get to next.
We can do some.
Hold on, real quick. Let's get canceled now. Oh. It's only right.
He wants to get canceled.
We're in the middle. You know, the Sunday's coming up. The elections are coming up.
Leave it to the age of the seat, man.
Things are coming up. Things are getting real. So we got to get canceled real quick. And then we don't have to stay on this topic. We just get canceled. So elections coming up. And
a little politics.
You know. So what? I'm talking about religion. We talking about politics.
We talking about both. But
you know when people are scared, like, yo, don't talk about religion or politics.
We know them people gonna do what they do, but we gonna do what we do too.
Politicking. All right. So I am.
What do you think about the state of? What do you think about this election about to come on, bro?
I don't know, but
what do you think about the candidates?
Okay, check it out, man. Check it out. Some people have dropped off. So the main 2 guys is Joe Biden and Trump. Some people have dropped out, right? The Haley lady.
Yeah, Nikki Haley dropped out.
She dropped out.
Vivek supported Trump.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Trump.
So the main guys dropped out. Trump is the main, and then Biden's the main. And have you seen the?
There's talk about who they might put in place for Biden, like a last minute, like an October surprise kind of thing.
Really? I didn't know about that. See, Jay is more like I'm gonna give him a little quick story. Jay was the more aware in the current political space. I knew like, you know, things are there's deception and stuff like that, but Jay was aware of the current politics. So when he told me about what was happening in the media about the politics, I had to pause because I was listening to me. I was like, oh, watch the news, man. Watching CNN.
You're not very invested. You know, a lot of us aren't very vested in
politics
and,
like that.
and worrying about all that stuff. We figure like, you know, let them.
But when Jay told me to really look at it and realize what's going on, and then I had to pause. I'm like, hey, he's right. And it didn't take long. It literally took like two video two.
That's why I love this guy.
I was like, yeah, he's right. No problem. I changed my politics right now. I'm a conservative.
If y'all know how I am, I'm like aggressive, man. I gave him an earful, man. I was like, you done missed the age of this seat.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I was like, yeah.
And you don't know Trump is the no.
And I think it was that now. Like, put the video, and then I saw the video. I'm like, oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm not like heavy super into politics knowledgeable either, but like what got me paying attention really was 2016, man. Just the way they blatantly lied on most news channels.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, they going at him. He must be terrible. Let me go see what he said. Watch a rally, a full rally.
Yeah.
And
it was the truth.
It was the exact opposite of what they said he said.
And once you
twist his words.
can't trust the media. So if I'm voting, just so you know, if I'm voting this year, which I voted last time, but this year
I'm gonna say it.
If I'm voting Trump.
Hey.
I'm voting Trump. No, bro, you have to.
Nah,
think about it. Think about it.
When look at the options. I mean,
look at the options. We only got two, and I think people are noticing that. I kind of feel bad for Joe Biden because I feel like he's older.
He's getting taken advantage of.
He's old too. Like, and the thing is, he's older, right? So like, I don't think he's all there, bro.
Trump cracked me up.
There's a lot of videos. There's too many videos of Biden like not there. You know what I mean? Like he's not there. Like it doesn't make sense sometimes the things he says. I'm like, but this should be the president of the United States of America.
And the Trump derangement syndrome, TDS, really has people like seeing that and acting like they don't see it.
Bro, you can't do that. If you're the president of the United States, you should be there. I'm talking about the president. You're getting good sleep.
Like,
you're getting the best type of security.
This is the most important job in the world. Am I right?
They got the speech ready. You know, you should be focused. You shouldn't be having all these mess ups. Because you're supposed to represent.
About some of the gaffes he said. It's just like
it's crazy. So it makes me sad. It's funny sometimes, but it's also sad. So if you really care about it, don't put him back there, man. You can't do another 4 years.
Nah, when we turn this off, I gotta tell you about this one gaff he did.
Oh,
that was so hilarious. It's not even appropriate. Like,
so when we're saying this politics, I'm taking the conservative route. It only makes sense if you're following like. If you're conservative, it aligns more with biblical principles too, right?
Yeah, and it's not to say, you know, we're gonna line up with conservatism, conservative. We're not gonna line up with the conservative side just for the sake of lining up with the conservative side, right? If you know, if a Democrat happens to rise up and he's speaking the truth.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, what's his background? What's his record?
Right.
What's his kids like? What's this? All of this stuff comes into play. And he happens to be on the blue side, so be it.
Yeah.
But it's about their policies, what they stand for, and then their actions. Because let me tell you, man, these people can say all the right stuff, and then right behind your back, just do the worst things ever.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what Biden and Kamala Harris have been doing. They're like, everything's wonderful. This is going up. That's going up. The border's better. Da, da, da. But then right behind them, the whole country is falling apart.
Yeah, and they were against this heavy back then. They were not. They didn't want this.
They sounded just like Trump back then. When it was beneficial for them, when it lined with their agenda, it was no problem. Yeah, it's just truth, obviously. Yeah. Now their agenda is different.
It's changing.
It's on a different stage. Yeah. And so now let's say this
Yeah. So politic wise, I think we're both conservative by God's grace. I think we've aligned in the same politic type of thing, unless
almost
you
like
see something
everything.
different. I mean, that's good. That's a good thing. I mean, I wasn't really always there until Jay told me, yo, check this out. And I quickly changed because why? I'm in the side of truth. I know about the deception. So why not learn about this quick? If you're honest with yourself, just check out check out the deception that these men, or even Hillary or Bill Clinton, just go back, and start from there, and then continue to follow. Even Obama has some shady stuff, man.
A lot of
shady stuff. So just go back and look at all of that and see where it's at today, and just realize these people lie on Trump too many times, and it's why.
You already know when someone becomes a target to the powers that be, what kind of things they do to them. Like we've seen examples. We've seen Cat Williams. We've seen JFK.
Right.
We've seen plenty of people that like they just get demonized on the media. Everybody calls them crazy. They're on some kind of manic episode. They're taking drugs,
right?
Or they're reaching and catching something that almost everybody does, but then really magnifying on you did this, like loopholes and taxes and stuff like that. They'll find little things, the technicalities, like the Pharisees did with Jesus. Like not to compare the two, but like when evil wants to get you. Yeah. They really try to catch you
in anything,
and then when they're the evil one, they want to accuse you of evil.
Of course, yeah. And then you got to remember, these are men, so none of these men are going to be perfect, but the totality of what they're doing, it doesn't look good, especially what you're aiming for, what they aim for, the policies, what the consequences are for doing certain things.
Yeah,
that's what we need to talk about. Yeah. Well, who made what's that lady? It was back in the day, Sanger.
Margaret Sanger.
Bro, find out who that is. That lady did something crazy that affected the whole world.
Yeah.
In this America.
Yeah. Find out who Karl Marx is.
Karl Marx.
These are names that have a lot to do with what we're seeing with the corrupt politicians, man.
Yeah, and a lot of these things take place, and then it enters the school, and it affects the education. The kids.
Look at our college students, man.
College students get brainwashed.
They're woke until they can't even breathe without everything's woke. And it's because this agenda of putting these curriculums in these schools, they just get one person at a high place that can affect the rest.
You know why? Because I heard back then to get that into curriculums, these were like billionaires, so they paid off like the educational systems.
Like, yo, put this in the board of education.
Yeah. Put this in the curriculum system.
And they have crafty ways to present it.
Yes.
We're doing it because of this, or this study over here, which is a false study or something by another crooked person.
Right.
And
I think things started getting even worse when they took out the Bible in schools.
That's another part of it.
Look what happened when they took out the Bible in school. Like
make us more godless. Make us more independent, not family oriented.
Yes.
Make us more less heterosexual.
Changing.
And all of that.
So if you look at the ideas, it's going to go contrary to what the Bible says. So it makes sense to take out the Bible out of there, or get any influence out of there for us to really talk it in there. So the curriculum is been infiltrated. Same as the medical field.
Yeah.
A lot of
every
money
field,
in there.
Every little state of society.
There's a thing called The Truth About Cancer. You guys got to look into that. I don't want to get too crazy into this rabbit hole, but look into that stuff. Y'all learn some truths about, certain things. We are
slowly killed with
vaccines,
cancer. We're slowly killed
foods,
with the processed
type
food.
of things that you got to learn.
Yep.
What can be more beneficial for your health. So look into that. So that'll be there in the link if you want to get into it.
And just remember, this life ain't the end all be all.
True.
Our bodies we're gonna get new bodies.
That's true.
We're gonna at the end of the day, it's you can go crazy in that stuff if you really you can get wrapped up and figuring out everything and trying to avoid it.
Yes.
That's gonna take away from the kingdom.
That's gonna take away from the kingdom.
Focus on the kingdom. Learn. Be aware.
Be wise as Be innocent as doves. Be wise as serpents, innocent as doves, man. Be wise as serpents.
Wise as serpents. We gotta know what they're doing because you know what? It helps with evangelism.
True.
It helps with.
You can tell somebody the current state of affairs, and you can also reach them by telling them that and telling them what the truth is. So that's why I say that, to be wise as serpent, innocent as doves. And Jesus said to beware of false teachers. So you know that he kind of even from back then, he knew people were going to be lying on if they're lying on God, why wouldn't they just lie to you, And these are men that are moved by the prince and power of the air. That's a verse in there. Sons of disobedience.
Jesus calls Satan the god of this age.
This age, that's
The
right.
God of this age.
age.
And if you, it's so easy to see. Just look at the general mass direction, the general mass mindset, and it's all evil.
It's godless.
It's upside down.
It's the opposite.
So that tells you, like, where's the majority going? You might not want to go that way with them.
Yeah,
Right?
you might want to investigate before you go where everybody's going. Just realize, stop. Just stop for a second and start investigating. There's nothing wrong with investigating
Think for
what's
yourself.
going on.
Think for yourself.
Yeah, don't follow what the whole world is telling you. Don't follow what the whole media. Take a second and investigate. Because if you're doing that, then there's, that's I'm just telling you, there's people
And let
behind
me tell you, if you think there was deception in the past, there's going to be some really wicked, really believable deception coming up. Not only with AI, deep fakes, the alien deception.
Oh, alien demon deception. That's something.
Project Bluebeam in the
Oh,
sky.
now you're talking crazy.
Listen,
Now you're getting crazy.
we got some crazy deceptions coming to this earth. Know your word.
Know your word.
Stay prayed up that God shows you the truth through the lies.
Most importantly, yes, know your word and be aware of the current state of affairs. Try your best to really study what's going on, but try your best to always stay in the Bible, but be knowledgeable around your surroundings, Some people don't get involved with that because it's too much, and that's okay. But at least be in the Bible, man. Don't be deceived by these people that are lying to you.
Yeah, that's true, because that another Bizzle shout out. Thank you, Lord, for bringing a remembrance. Study the truth. No, study the lie, and they'll make new lies up.
Word.
Study the truth, and you'll know when the lie comes.
Word.
So if you just in the scriptures, you doing your job and you good.
Word.
But a little extra is fine.
Just because the thing is, because we're not part of the world, but we're living in the world. So we just got to be aware of what's going on, man. You're here for a little bit of time, so don't put your whole mind into this life. Don't put your main focus there, but at least know this street goes that way and that street goes that way. That's it.
That's a dead end.
But eventually you're going to move out of here.
That's a bad neighborhood.
God's going to take us to a better place, but at least know this neighborhood is horrible. This neighborhood is cool.
That way's the church?
Yeah. There you go. That's a great one. That's a great analogy. So that's what we're going to say about politics.
The P word.
The politics and religion of the world.
The P word.
Yeah, so there you go, man. That was ill. That was an ill cover.
We got deep.
We're at the end of the show.
Are we?
We got one more topic. We got one more topic coming up.
It's a big one.
But this might just, we
got 7 minutes for this?
We could do 7 minutes. This is going to be the we can't get too crazy about it.
All right, so we're going to update you on the theological bullies.
Theological bullies.
You know the theological bullies on the internet.
And they're in both camps.
And both camps. So this is a major schism.
And it's been debated for years.
A very long time.
A long since this started.
The split of Christian theology, Calvinism and Arminianism. And they those words are derived from people. I know Calvin and there's Arminians too.
Arminians, yeah. Arminians.
So these two schools of thought
right.
Is basically about salvation.
Salvation.
And the redemptive work of the cross and who gets saved, how they get saved. That's basically the general idea of what the difference is. So
in a baby definition, like the Calvinist relies more on God doing the work, God's sovereignty, doing to save you.
Emphasizes and
God's
amplifies God and really
God's sovereignty. They emphasize God's sovereignty in everything.
God's in control.
He's in control.
Perfect control. Absolute sovereignty.
Yes. And the Arminian side, they're focused on the human responsibility, human choice, human will. Right? They're focused on that.
Yeah.
So that's
how someone gets saved.
How someone gets saved. So that's been debated over years. The Calvinists are saying that God is the one that saves us. He's the one that elects us. He's the one that picks us. He's the one that gives you the faith to believe.
Before the earth is made.
Before the there's
scripture.
And then the Arminian side is like, oh no, God, you got to respond to God from your will. You got to, gotta respond to what God has said, And what's crazy? for me, and I don't want to mix the two, but there's a crazy way how there's a compatibility with God's sovereignty and man's responsibility in things, in salvation.
Yeah, I think to wrap it up, we don't got a lot of time, but in a nutshell, I'll let you explain
go ahead.
But in a nutshell, I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Of the two extreme opposites.
There's a balance, and you can't mix the two either. You can't go, yo, I'm gonna put this here, then this here. I think it's literally in the Bible where it's like you just gotta walk the path, and God definitely is the one that's gonna save you. And somehow, mystery way,
He's the one that chooses.
He calls people to repent. He tells people to repent.
He still gives us a choice.
You know, it still gives us a choice.
So
but
I think what it is a little bit of both, as in, like, I don't think we can understand how our choices are a part of His sovereignty. Like, our choices still fit in His sovereignty.
Right.
And we can't wrap our mind around
I don't think we're supposed to figure it out. I mean, I think it's cool to dwell on it.
Yeah.
To like be in awe of God's ways. You know, how unsearchable are those things. But it lets you know that you're a human being. God is too fine. Like, He's too infinite.
While we're in this dimension of space and time, there's certain things that will not click.
We can't wrap it. I love to study it because I realize I'm never gonna fully comprehend it, but I know that God is sovereign, and I know in some way, somehow, like, it just it also lets you praise
humbling.
God.
It's humbling.
It humbles you, and it makes you praise God for, you know.
You ever had those thoughts where like His sovereignty and Him knowing what you're gonna do, but you still have a choice? I could go this way and I could go that way, but He knows what I'm gonna do.
Right. Like,
but I could, how can I change my mind? But He still knows what I'm gonna do.
And some people take it extreme, like, oh, you're a hard determinist, or you're relying too much on.
There's so many fancy
on the
words
mighty,
for this stuff.
the mighty will of man. You know, like, there's too many disses on both sides, and I'm witnesses
There's
online.
an extreme of both.
And I don't like to diss people because, to tell the truth, bro, it's I think that you can never fully comprehend it.
Not only that, but
it's a good study though. But it's
not only that, but like, depending on who you're talking to, you don't know what stage of learning they're in.
That's true too.
Like, they're not gonna always stay where they are.
That's true too.
And they could be just learning. They could be like, we could be just learning.
We could be just learning. I've been learning. I've been learning this forever. I'm never gonna stop learning.
Never.
And tell the truth, when Jesus comes back, and everybody's we're right there with Him, He's gonna, you'll have better understanding of all these things. You'll have better understanding.
What else we gonna do for our eternity? He's gonna be teaching us too. You think we're gonna stop learning because we on heaven?
No.
I feel like we're gonna learn things that we never even thought about down here, bro.
He's always, like, you would never figure, because He's infinite.
Look at the last.
There's no beginning. There's no
Let's
end.
call it a project. Look at the last project of Earth and what happened there. All right, once that's done, at the end of the book, all right, now we got eternity of here in the kingdom, the new heaven, new earth. Boom. All right, that's done. What's gonna happen there?
Yeah, we don't know.
That is one thing that really blows my mind.
Eternal state, the eternal
what
state?
are we gonna be doing? I know we're gonna worship. I know we're gonna be happy. I know we're gonna be loved. But, like, there's gonna be another project. No,
I'm excited because I don't even know what's going on.
God got some project, boy.
Bro, what if there's rapping angels?
Revelation.
I'll be chilling with those guys, man.
One of them with the trumpet.
I'll be chilling with my fellow servants.
Somebody with the harp. Somebody with the drum.
No, bro, the rapping angels is crazy, bro.
Who's to say they won't be a
music?
Who's to say they're not rap in heaven? For real, like, there's gonna be cities. Jesus said, to this person, you're gonna be control over this city and that city. Cities means.
But the thing is that people, when you talk about music, they talk like, oh, but it's worldly. You know, got worldly rap, you got worldly jazz, you got worldly reggae.
You got worldly everything.
The thing is, whatever type of music, it's a heavenly music. Let's not even say rapping. Let's just say a heavenly music, a heavenly music that is never heard of before, that you never heard of before,
a genre
that has never been played, that instruments that you've never heard, beats, sounds that you never take you to the
sounds that you've never heard, instruments that have never
been played,
and
never been played on this earth. There's never been created on this earth. Sun has never been created on this earth.
Dude, just imagine the goodness.
Now that's even more, because that's more exciting to me than rap. That's more exciting to me than rap.
That's the doctrine of the day. Calvinism versus Arminianism.
Theological bullies, doctrine of the day.
And that's regarding the
look
act of salvation.
Look into it. If you got comments, comment to us.
We might come back. We might circle back to this.
If you guys got questions, comment, and we'll get back.
Yeah. What camp are you in?
Yeah, what camp are you in, man? And tell me why.
Are you with the C's or the A's?
Yeah, you a C, Clifton?
Stop it. Don't do it.
Calvin? Or you a A? What's the A? The
Bro,
A.
we gonna get blicked up in here. Don't be throwing those C's up, boy.
I forgot where we at. I know where we at. We out here.
We in the hood.
No, we out here. We out
All right, but look, man. Yeah, let us know what you think about the two sides and everything in between. And give us an idea of a doctrine of the day for next episode.
Yeah.
Any ideas you guys got? We love them.
We could circle back and talk more, or we could just get something else.
Yeah,
like,
give us some requests.
You know, we don't want to get too frustrated with these topics too, because some people take it far and make a whole living and career out of that.
Nah, we're gonna touch everything, bro.
Yeah,
we're gonna touch everything, bro. We're not gonna be scared to touch whatever.
So this is the end of the show. So at the end of the show, we just do the final wrap up, talk about sports. I don't know if you want to talk about. I got there's the NBA, the NFL.
He's an NBA man. I'm an NFL man. Y'all know that.
What you want to do?
So do your thing, man. You first, man.
All right, NBA, real quick. We're getting to the playoffs, baby. So it's getting scary. Warriors are getting scarier every time I look at that.
I saw what he did that play he did.
Yeah.
Where homie tried to steal the ball and he just went all the way around him and then the layup.
Listen, man, these people.
Curry's nice.
Curry's nice. He recently got a little minor injury, but he's gonna play on Saturday, and it's gonna be against the Lakers. So every time they play
the rematch.
Yeah, the rematch. So every time they play against the Lakers,
it means a lot.
The fakers.
It's Curry and LeBron at the end of their career.
Yeah, it's fun. It's always fun to watch the main players. So I'm looking for that game. Warriors are in.
How many years you think Curry got now?
He's still playing great though.
Yeah.
He's still priming it. He's still priming it. I mean, I think he got a few. He definitely got more years than LeBron.
He probably got like a year or two left in his prime.
Oh yeah. Maybe 2 years in his prime.
And then maybe like 3 after that.
Yeah. I agree. I strongly agree.
But he's smaller. His body might be better. I don't know.
Yeah, he stays in good condition.
It's kind of crazy how big LeBron is, and he's like.
It's their conditioning.
It's different than
LeBron's conditioning and Steph's conditioning. The way they condition themselves and the way they train, it's like they don't look at that. Like they really put in work. I
think they have Brady has a lot to do with that. Brady, that was his big thing.
Brady's condition was they're just like that. So Curry's always running laps. So he's doing extra stuff just to keep his accuracy and the speed and everything. So behind the scenes, these guys are actually putting in a lot of work.
And he's a Christian, man. My boy. Let's go.
Man. So look out for. So the Warriors are in the 10th seed right now, fighting for the 9th and the 8th. So we've got to fight to at least.
In the 10th, weren't you like hoping they went to the 12th?
No, I was hoping they would get to the 8th, but we're only like a couple games.
They win this game, they'd be close, right?
Yeah, we'll get to the 9, the 8.
And where are the Lakers at?
Lakers are right there with us. They're right there with us. They're in the 9 and the 8.
If one 10. Of them win the finals this year, that's crazy, bro.
It's gonna be hard. We got the Nuggets that are playing like champions still. We got the New York Knicks are in the 4th
They're
seed.
Still doing good?
Doing great.
What?
The New York Knicks might upset the East.
Who's on that team again? You told me this before.
These are just players that are hustlers. There's only one player that's main.
Star?
Josh Hart. These guys are just hustlers. Bronson.
Josh Hart?
Yeah.
That's it?
Josh Hart, Bronson.
That's the biggest name?
Bronson is the biggest name.
I don't know who Bronson is.
Exactly. These are hustle players, so it's exciting to see a team that's just like from the mud, bro. These guys are.
It's gonna be them versus like a star team. Watch.
It's gonna be. I mean, the East is either the Celtics. Celtics are really good. Celtics, or Knicks, or the Bucks.
So it's probably gonna be a Knicks and Celtics.
That will be bro. You don't even understand the rivalry.
Yeah.
That will be fire. Yeah. But somebody told me, I said, "Yo, don't forget the Heats. Remember the Heats? Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. It's scary." So and they took it to the finals. It was the Heats and the Nuggets. So keep your eye on the Heats. Keep your eye on the Knicks. Keep your eye on the Celtics.
Somebody need to knock the Nuggets out so somebody else could.
On the West, keep your eye on the Nuggets for sure. And of course, we want the LeBron and the Curry to go up there, but it's gonna be difficult. There's young players now that are playing. The Mavericks that have Luka. He's been killing it.
Who else is on Mavericks? Somebody else.
Kyrie Irving.
Irving, and oh my God.
And Hardaway, Penny Hardaway's son is in there. So they've been doing great.
Wow.
And then also you got the Timberwolves that are doing good. You got the Timberwolves that are doing good. So there's a few teams that could upset the main guy.
Who's winning the finals, bro? Call it.
Warriors.
Forget all this hogwash.
I'm going with the Warriors.
Don't be come on, bro.
All right. My fan pick is the Warriors.
Put your fan away.
But if I want to go with the realness,
Who's winning this
it's
year?
looking
Prediction.
it's looking like the Nuggets, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking too.
But I do want, if my Warriors a win, I do want the Knicks.
You think they're going back to back?
I want the Knicks to go in the finals. Bro, you don't
I
understand.
think it's going to be Nuggets versus Knicks.
Yo, that you don't understand.
The Knicks will go crazy.
No,
you got to go hit up New York if that happens.
People be saying, yo, the Nuggets and the Celtics. It's going to be like that. But if the Knicks make it at least to the conference finals,
They're probably making it, bro.
we're gonna cover that game. I might take the train, bro.
You gonna lie?
I might take the train.
That's what I'm saying. No, if it's New York, we got to go over there. Just
those
to enjoy the
ticket
atmosphere, bro.
Those ticket
I ain't
prices.
talking about the ticket. Listen.
On the atmosphere outside,
Just
no,
the fact
people
that
will after
yo,
they'll line
it'll
up
be
and the
crazy.
people be crazy.
No,
out
it'll be
there.
wild out there. Remember
So we
when the
might
Super
do
Bowl
that.
was in New York?
Oh yeah.
It was wild over there.
That was something else. So yeah, so that's what's happening in the NBA. So look out for
we got a prediction.
So we're hoping that these things happen. Of course, I want the Warriors, but if not, it'll be dope to see the Knicks get in there.
Predicting a repeat. That's crazy. When's the last time there was a repeat? LeBron? LeBron never repeated?
No. The Warriors
Curry
repeated.
repeated.
Yeah, but he didn't triple. He didn't do a three-peat.
No, nobody.
Last time three-peat was the Lakers.
Lakers, Kobe.
And then it was Jordan, the Bulls.
Kobe and Jordan.
Wow.
You know, Mahomes. Let's go back to the football now. Speaking of three-peats.
NFL, baby.
Speaking of three-peats, my man, Patrick Mahomes. Didn't I tell you he was going to win?
But
Didn't I tell you?
You did, and I also wanted him to win. So we both kind of picked them going off the
He's
base.
a believer. Well, you gotta root for the
and I
believers.
took away the Taylor Swift thing out of my mind. I'm like,
Yes.
I didn't want to
It
against
was
Taylor
annoying.
Swift, but I was like, you know what? Forget Taylor. I'm not gonna think about it. But I do want him to win because now what? Now what?
Nah, he could do a three-peat, bro.
You got a young goat.
You know, no NFL player has ever three-peated. No team has ever three-peated.
That will solidify my.
And this team, this Chiefs team, has the perfect opportunity. They're not losing too many. They're not bad on the cap. Like, they're not have somebody really old. Kelsey's pretty close to the end of his career.
But there's still possible.
He maybe has a year or two left.
But if you could get one more.
But if he's gonna stay to try to get the three-peat 100%.
Yeah,
but I think I think whether they win it or they lose it, I think Kelsey's gone.
You think they're gonna do a three-peat against the Eagles?
Listen, forget the Eagles. The Ravens.
The Ravens
just got Derrick Henry, bro.
Who
You know who that is?
Who's Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry is
must be
like
nice.
is like equivalent to Shaq in football. He's like ginormous, super strong.
Oh yeah,
super fat. Nah, he's the equivalent to LeBron in football.
Oh, that's scary.
Imagine
too.
LeBron as a running back.
That's tough.
Now look, LeBron, you put him on a football field, he'll be like a big receiver. He won't be like, he won't look too huge because everybody's huge in football.
Buff, yeah.
But imagine like the big, huge size of LeBron on the basketball.
Yeah, no,
that's
tough.
what Derrick Henry is
so you think
on the football field.
The Ravens gonna make a impact.
So they got Lamar and LeBron as a running back, basically. The LeBron of the NFL as a running back.
What about Tyreek Hill, yo? That play was nasty.
He's still good, but he's
nice.
in the Dolphins, and they're not. They're good, but they're not like.
But they're not like that.
They're not like Chiefs good.
Yeah, no, Chiefs.
He left the Chiefs, and they won back-to-back Super Bowls right after that. He won one with them too, but anyway.
So who do you see the teams coming up that'll be a tough beat? So of course you got the Chiefs that'll be a tough beat to get them out. So you got the Chiefs and you got the Ravens looking scary. What about the Jets, man?
No, they're done though.
Come on, man.
Listen, Aaron Rodgers is talking about being vice president.
Nah, bro, you wildin'.
100%.
You wildin'.
That's serious.
Curry was talking something crazy like that too.
for you know who I'm talking about? For
I know you're talking
vice
about
president for Robert Kennedy Jr.
Oh, really? Aaron Rodgers?
It's an option, and it says that Aaron Rodgers. The news article said Aaron Rodgers welcomed the overture.
Wow.
So he's not even making it clear that he still wants to play.
Bro, this man is supposed to be a recovery.
Listen, he is the exact opposite of Tom Brady, bro.
Yeah, nah, his heart not in it. You gotta have a heart. That's what I was telling somebody about Mahomes. The kid is nice, but you also gotta have a determination to stay in the game. Cause you could win another chip, or you could not win another chip. And be like, I'm just gonna relax with my family. I'm well off. Everything's chilling. I'm cruising, man. Cause it requires you to sacrifice time with your family, away from people. You become like a cold, callous type of person. And that's why Kobe was kind of my mentality, and Jordan too was kind of like, yo, these guys are weird. And Brady too had problems with his family.
Obsession with winning.
Yeah, you kind of lose your almost humanity if you really get too focused in it. If you get too focused in it, you start losing your basic, like the family structure, man. Because they're gonna have family. You start losing that time. It's tough. Brady had problems.
I mean, you know, you have time off. That's why you got to move your whole family to what team you're playing.
But how obsessed are you if let's say you win another chip? Let's say you've been in the game for so long and you just want to be Brady. You want to get another ring just to be Brady, and it's been so much time away from your family. Your kids are grown.
He's at home studying film.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. It's tough. But I think that Mahomes could probably do it if he does it earlier. Then he's good, and he'll become a GOAT. The GOAT.
He's already
a GOAT. He's already a GOAT. He's already a GOAT.
Yeah, he's like number 2 right now. He's number 2.
I thought you had him at 3.
He's number 2, dog.
You have him at 2?
He's 2 already, man.
He passed 3?
Nah, what he just overcame this last season. No, what he just overcame was amazing, bro. Bro, they were not that great.
And you know what's crazy? And I can't even argue that because, like, the dude is nice, bro. The dude is nice.
Nah, but the team was not good.
Yeah, no. I respect
he basically...
That. It's a respectable
the defense, the Chris Jones and Mahomes carried the entire team.
Yeah, but bro, so you're saying if he retires, he's 2 right now?
He's number 2, bro.
He beat
right now.
Who was the...
Bro, he's doing better than Brady was at this age.
I understand.
He has a better pace. And he's more talented than Brady. Like I told you before, man.
But Brady's still a GOAT, right?
No, he's GOAT, yeah. For now.
And were the rules a little different? Can you hit somebody in football back then? We got the NBA.
Brady did survive through a tougher time.
So take into account some of the things that occurred back then till now. Just take some of it.
He's not going to hit GOAT number 1 status until he gets 7. He has to get 7, in my opinion. He's always going to be number 2 until he hits that 7, bro.
That's why the people with LeBron saying, like, oh, LeBron accomplished so much. He got more points than everybody. He got more this and that. Bro, Jordan only shot like 1 3 per game. Or not even. His like 3-point average is so low.
That's true.
Like, you got to think about the game change. Like,
that's true.
The 3 is so much emphasized now.
It's more hard on your body. It was a lot more physical back then.
And the fouls you could get now, and the techs you could get now for nothing. For clapping your hand too hard. And you could shoot a free...
For blinking too hard.
Bro, it's just amazing. So, I'm not taking away from LeBron's longevity. It's still amazing. The conditioning, the longevity, but Kobe...
He's the GOAT at that, for sure.
Kobe kind of lived...
Kobe
kind of was like... He kind of lived that era a little bit where Jordan was dealing with these tough fouls in the beginning, and then towards the end of his career...
Towards the end.
Things started... Things started slowing down, but... He was already so much injuries, and
Come on now.
He was already at the end of his career.
He's number 2, 100%. Can nobody say.
I always had Kobe at 2. But
I'll tell you what though. 10 appearances is crazy.
Yeah.
10 finals appearances is still crazy, even if he didn't win any.
Yeah.
That's still kind of wild.
It's still dope.
Because you are the reason you got your team there, and it's different teams.
Yeah.
So that's a huge feat.
But Jordan, every time he made it to the finals, you won.
But he didn't make it 10 times.
He made it 6 times.
But he didn't make it 10, though.
Yeah, but Jordan didn't play 20 seasons like that.
No, but he didn't play just 6.
Huh?
He didn't play just 6.
He didn't play just 6, no.
Wait, how much he played? Like 12 maybe?
No, a little bit more.
See what I'm saying?
But still,
and
like,
he did, and like,
I agree. Yeah, but not everybody makes it to the final in the beginning of their career.
Yeah, it's a scale,
It's a scale, but to win 6 out of 6 is fire.
Yeah, that's
6 out of 6 is perfect. And then
2 3-peats?
And 2 3-peats. And didn't allow
hold on. Let's have a moment of silence for 2 3-peats, bro.
That's retired and came back and got a 3-peat. Came back and got a 3-peat.
Come on, you can't beat that. I don't care what you do, you're not gonna beat that.
That's like if Mahomes retires right now and comes back and gets a 3-peat. Like what?
And he didn't do a 3-peat yet. So he has to do it.
Oh, he has to do it. He has to get a 3-peat now.
Hold on. No.
Comes back and gets another 3.
This is a whole nother level.
It's
back-to-back 3-peats.
Yo, if Mahomes, think about this. If he gets 1 chip right now,
I just realized this.
Then he retires. Then he comes back and gets another 3. Come on, bro. What we doing here?
Yeah, you can't say nothing.
It's just that's fire. The way he did it is fire. So that's winning wise, it's fire. Kobe's great too. He got 5. He got 5.
So you asked the question. Who I think is gonna challenge the Chiefs and Mahomes this coming year? AFC, it has to be the Ravens.
Yo, we going on for those sports. So the Ravens.
And NFC, The Eagles did get Saquon.
I told you the Eagles.
And they might pick up from that really bad slump.
Exactly, yeah, man. I'm telling you, the Eagles can make some noise. The Eagles can make some noise. I think the Eagles can make some noise. And I thought,
think about that.
And it's sad because I thought the Jets would at least get a fighting chance, but you're saying that this guy's not even in it like that.
Rodgers, I'm sorry, man. I tried, like...
He's supposed to, he was supposed to help out, bro.
No, but bro,
he was supposed to get
what's so
help the East Coast,
embarrassing,
baby.
bro. What's so embarrassing is he's going through this whole trajectory of like he's gonna do a Brady, go to another team where we never thought he would switch teams,
right?
And he's gonna win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
bruh.
First play,
the first pass. He
Injury.
tries to break somebody.
Injury.
And break the sack, bro. You are not Mahomes. What are you doing? You're 40-something. It's the first game of the year. Rust, dust everywhere.
That's tough. That's crazy.
And you try to break a come on, just go down. You didn't learn from Brady? Just go down, dog. And he tore his Achilles, man.
On the first, bro, that's sad. That's why I wanted the Jets. I'm an advocator now for the East Coast. Like, I really wanted the Knicks to make... Well, the Knicks still got a fighting chance. Don't get me wrong. But I wanted the Jets to make a fight. You know, but, you know, the truth is the main guys are popping up. Mahomes is doing his thing. And the Ravens looking like a tough beat. And the Eagles are looking nice.
Dude, you gotta see Derrick Henry highlights.
Yeah, I gotta see that. I gotta learn more about it.
He stiff-armed somebody one time. Like I told you, look, like just the equivalent of LeBron on the court. Yeah. That's how big this man looks on a football field.
It's
and
tough.
He's a running back. Running backs are usually small for the most part, fast, and they can move. He's fast straight away, but he's so huge, dog. So when he stiff arms somebody, they literally go flying.
Yeah, it's tough.
No, they don't fall. They go flying.
Jeez.
There's like 3 videos of him going like this, and they like gone, bro.
Yo, listen.
So he's with Lamar Jackson now.
So the main 3 teams you're watching is the
Ravens, Eagles, and Chiefs.
Eagles and the Chiefs.
I don't even look at the Cowboys. We talked about the Cowboys. I don't even look at bro, get your life together, bro.
So, yo, this is the Grace of Space 5. We talked about the sports heavy. We talked about the politics.
Yeah, we did a lot of sports
We
today.
talked about some teachings, some preachers,
Today
teachers.
was a good one. Let us know what y'all think, man.
Yeah.
1 to 10, man. Rate it. 1 to 10. Let us know.
Let us know. And like I said, if you have anything to say, if in any topic, in any subject, or anything you want to enlighten us, you know, put it in the
Anybody
comments.
that we recommended to you that you found helpful, let us know, man. That's you know, it's good to get that encouragement for sure.
Yes, sir. And I don't even want to say like and subscribe no more, but like they keep telling me, yo, just say like.
Hey, yo, subscribe, bro.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yeah, so like that's it. That's the end of the show.
Yo, yoke him up. That's what we're gonna do now.
Yeah. Grace is Space. So like and subscribe, and yeah.
He's the Grace. I'm the Space. Deuces. See y'all next time.
Peace.